K Black Boxing, coming to you with another video. Well, I was reading an article on boxing.com, and it stated that Terence Crawford believes that he would be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter if he get past Julius and Indongo. And to be honest, I'm 100% agreeing with that statement. Me and many other people have stated that as well, that we believe that the winner of Crawford versus Indongo would definitely indeed be the new pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the sport. Terence Crawford stated that he believes that at this moment, Andre Ward is #1 pound-for-pound fighter, and I agree with that as well. And he said that he would be #1 because he'd be undisputed, and also because he'd be the first fighter to hold 6 belts at one time. And he's correct in that. He's correct because the winner of this fight would hold 4 major titles as well as the minor title and the Ring Magazine title. I know a lot of people don't count minor titles. I don't either. And the Ring Magazine title just states that you're the #1 or you're the man in that division. That's all that states. But it does feel good. It's gonna look nice, the winner. To put all the belts on, to have the WBC, WBO, IBF, WBA, IBO, and the Ring Magazine all at one time. That's a phenomenal feat. And I want the person, definitely the winner should have all belts on at the same time, man. Have one, have two, have one across your two across your waist, one across your body, and hold the other 3 in your arms, man. You know what I mean? That's just have all the belts at one time. It's gonna be a phenomenal feat within itself, man. And some people, they gonna talk shit and say that he's not gonna be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter because they have their own special narrative. But it's nobody's doing what Indongo and Crawford is doing at all. Nobody else is becoming undisputed. So, with that being said, the winner of this fight, since this is such a good fight and such a great historic feat, they definitely should have something like this. They definitely should have the pound-for-pound have the pound-for-pound #1 spot. This is the truth. And not just that, I was surprised the fucking WBC ain't trying to make a special diamond belt for this. They trying to make a special diamond belt for every goddamn thing else. So why can't make a special diamond belt for this fight? Seriously. They made one for the Garcia and Broner. And I think Julio, Cartel, and Canelo, and shit, they might be making one for fucking Mayweather and McGregor. Who knows, man? So shit, they should have a diamond belt so they can have 7 titles on the line. Because I'm just talking shit. I'm just saying, since they make diamond titles for every goddamn thing that's less significant, something that's most significant as this, they definitely should have one on the line for this, man. But they're fighting for real titles that they actually won, that they fought for. So it is what it is, man. I've seen another article when Bud Crawford, his trainer, said that Indongo is not a harder fight than Post-style. I disagree with that, man. I actually believe this might be Terence Crawford. I think it's going to be Terence Crawford's hardest fight. Many people believe, Post-style was going to probably cause some problems for Bud, but you seen what happened. I myself even believe Felix Diaz was going to cause him some problems, because we seen the people that Felix Diaz fought and how the way Felix Diaz fight, as well as him being the gold medalist. I definitely thought that's gonna be harder than it was. I definitely didn't see Crawford just blowing through him the way he did and just styling on him. I didn't see that. This is being honest. I know last year at the end of the year, he had an opportunity. Felix Diaz wanted to fight him then, but Crawford ended up fighting Molina. And I understood. I was saying, well, he's gonna fight Molina because it's basically got the training camp is going to be less, than the normal 8 to 10 weeks or however they train. So he just needed an easier opponent, because I wouldn't suggest anybody train for only a couple of weeks, 4 to 6 weeks to fight for a person like Felix Diaz. So, but he still ended up. People thought he was going to duck him, but he ended up fighting him anyway, and we seen the outcome. So, but I still think that Indongo is posed a bigger threat. You know what I mean? I truly believe that, first and foremost, because he's coming out back-to-back victories. He's been undefeated, but coming out back-to-back victories, going to two different people's countries and beating them in their backyard. So he have a whole hell of a lot of momentum on his side. So he's not fighting Crawford for no reason. He's not coming to the States to fight him for no reason. He's coming to try to take those titles, as I stated before. You know, and also I didn't know that Indongo was a 11-1 underdog, man, which is fucking crazy. If Adrian Broner was upset for being a 5-1 underdog versus Garcia, if he was upset for that, Indongo and his team should be fucking outraged, man, because 11-1. Come on, Crawford is a good. That's my guy. 100 grand. That's my man. 100 grand. But at the same goddamn time, you got to be realistic. Indongo pose a serious threat. It's not gonna be as easy as people think. And if Terence Crawford do go in there and dismantle Indongo, not only he should be number one, he should be definitely recognized. And nobody should come and try to shit on that performance, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna say, hey, who was Indongo anyway? Okay, he beat Chernovsky, but who Chernovsky fought? He beat Ricky Burns, who had a whole bunch of losses. You know what I mean? But that isn't his fault. He beat the people that was a place in front of him who had the titles, man. And now he's fighting for the most recognized, most prestigious, type of title that he can have, which is undisputed. That's the most prestigious. There's nothing more prestigious than being undefeated. Not only undefeated, being undisputed. Because it states that, guess what? I have all the titles. I am the champion. I am the man. Can't nobody say nothing else. When they come and say, who's the champion in the 140-pound division? They're going to have to either say Crawford or Indongo. It's more important than any other. It's more important than money, legacy, historic value is going to be for this fight. Like I said, we haven't had an undisputed champion in I don't know how long, about 10 plus years. Jermaine Taylor was the last one. So, Bud Crawford, man, and definitely I believe and I agree, that he would be the number one pound-for-pound fighter if you can get past Indongo, man. It's a phenomenal feat. The fight is right around the corner, man. Get your popcorn ready. As I stated in the other previous videos, make this the most viewed fight of 2017, man, if possible, because we need to see things like this, man, because this going to be, believe it or not, man, this is going to be the new look in boxing. 2017 has been a phenomenal year of boxing, ups and downs, but guess what? More ups than downs. Usually boxing has, portrayed us, and it had been more downs than ups. But this particular year, man, I believe this year, especially, we've seen some phenomenal fights, man, whether it was Klitschko Joshua, Spence finally getting his title shot versus Carl Brook and becoming victorious, a unification between Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman. And, yeah, man, and many other fights, man. Tank Davis going over to England to defend his title, man. Robert Easter Jr. Getting, fighting a couple of times this year, man. We've seen what's the brother name? God damn, 154-pound champion IBF. Hurd, man. Fighting for a title and winning, man. So, even Jamel Charlo, had a good knockout versus Charles. We've seen so many good fucking fights this year, man. I can't even name off the top of the head, but it was so many. But this right here, and it's other fights that's coming on. We got Triple G and Canelo as well. We've seen a new champion crown. A new title is crowned in the 147, but Jeff Horn being Pacquiao, man. So we even got a WWE fight, as I keep saying, with Greg and McGregor and Mayweather. So, but all of that I just mentioned doesn't equate to the phenomenal matchup on August 19th that's going to take place for the undisputed between Terence Crawford versus Julius Indongo, man. Number one pound for pound. That should be the name of this damn fight. Number one pound for pound, man. Andre Ward, you my guy. But I'm agreeing with Terence Crawford on this one, man. And I agree with you are the number one pound for pound fighter right now. But Terence Crawford will become the number one fighter if he can beat Julius Indongo, man. And not only that, Terence Crawford saying that because he know how good Julius Indongo is as well. Man, it's K Black Boxing signing off. Like, comment, subscribe.